Inshallah, we are going to talk about some tools inside Adobe Photoshop. These tools are related to fixing or enhancing the content inside an image. For example, we want to remove an element from an image, or if you want to replace it, we can use some of these tools. Okay. It's very important to focus on not only how to select the tool, it's important also to focus on the attributes or the parameter inside each tool, how we can fix them, how we can take advantage of them inside Photoshop. Okay. I'm going to start with the first tool. Here inside the toolbox, we have a tool called Spot Healing Brush Tool. If I click on it, for example, I'm clicking here, for example, what will happen when I'm selecting a specific area? It replaces the area I selected with the content from the pixels around the selected area. Okay, so it changed the pixels inside the area I selected with the pixels around it from the pixels. It creates a new content over it by using the pixels around it, as I said. Okay, here have content aware. We have, of course, I'm still selecting the same tool. Here we have controllers we can use or manipulate related to this tool. For example, here I have the size for the brush. I can increase it or decrease it. The hardness, I can also increase it and decrease it. I can increase also the spacing. If I increase the spacing, see what will happen. It will increase the area that the software will take pixels from it and do some calculation to try to calculate what pixels will add inside the specific area. Okay. Here I have inside the mode, I have the normal one. As I said, it will replace based on the pixels or area around the selected area. Okay. I have replace. Replace, it replaces without doing some calculations. Okay. We have also multiply, screen, darken. You can see the multiply. We'll try to fix the content or enhance the content, but not replacing it. If I come back to the normal, you can see the effect of this tool. Here we are selecting now the content aware. We selecting create texture. What will happen? To select this area, add some details based on a specific texture uploaded inside the Adobe Photoshop. Works here, it works like make some blurring to the selected area, okay? Proximity match. Take a look. The content is changed based on what? Based on a specific area inside this image. You can see when I click on Control Z to undo and click again, it selects a different area inside the image, copy it and put it inside the selection. You can see now this area is cloned from this area, okay? The most used, the tool that is used widely of these is the spot healing with content aware, normal. Sometimes we change the hardness, reduce the hardness. This is the option that we use widely, okay? We can increase the, okay? So I use it to change or replace something inside or an element inside an image. Okay. The next tool I have, the remove tool. Focus on something. Now I'm not selecting anything. I didn't use any of the selection tools inside Photoshop. I'm working immediately on the layer I have, okay? I have, as I said, I have the remove tool. For example, if I selected this flower, you can see the effect. Okay, let me try it on, for example, on this image. I want to eliminate the house, but if you can focus here, the edges I need to fix by using what? For example, do you remember the tool? By using the smudge tool, for example, I can fix the green edges here, make them more smooth, okay? Also, I can use it to, for example, eliminate anything inside any image, okay? And this is about the second tool. Inside the spot healing tool, we have also another tool called brush healing tool. I select this tool and try to click inside the content. You can see there's a mark moves with my movement. This mark, what this mark means? It means that this area is cloned and affected based on this area. So what I can do by using the, as I said, the healing brush tool, not the spot healing brush tool. I can click on Alt on keyboard and select any area I want, for example here, and then I can drag and replace the content anywhere inside the image. Based on what? The replacement based on what? based on the area, the marker that is moving here. I can select with the Alt again anywhere I want. For example, here, I can press there and replace the content. See? Okay, let me try it on another image. For example, here I have some details. Okay. I'm going to clone to select this area. Okay. And then I'm reducing the brush size. I'm reducing also the hardness. I'm coming here then. Now it's selecting this area and try to mix the pixels data from this area with these and creating a new content. Okay. What I can do also by using this tool, I can here inside the modes select replace. With replace, what will happen? It will replace the content based on what? Based on the area I specified. Okay. See? So I can change the content based on another area inside the same image. Okay. For example, I can select here. I can make the brush larger. I can select and drag. Of course, I need to work. By using the replace, I'm cloning, make a copy or of a specific area to another area inside the same image. Okay, but focus on that the mark is moving with my movement. Okay, so if I go down, see the mark where it's going. Okay. For example, in this image, this image also, I'm selecting the replace, the healing brush tool. I can specify an area inside this image. For example, here. See, by using the healing brush tool, as I said, I need to select a specific area by using Alt, and then click and drag inside any area you want. Okay. And this is the tear tool we have inside Photoshop. Okay, we have also a tool called batch tool. By using the batch tool, for example, I can select an area. Okay. And then I can move the area selected to somewhere else. And what will happen? The area I selected first will change based on the area I drag to. Okay. For example, here you can see, or I can change from the source to destination. What will happen now? It will not change the source I select. It will change the area I drag to. By using what? By using the destination. Okay? Again, if I'm selecting the source, what will happen? It will change the first area based on the area I drag this selection to. If I'm using the destination, will change based on what? The destination will be changed. Okay? Understand the difference between them? Is it clear? Okay, I will repeat again. The fourth tool is the batch tool. The batch tool, I can use it to select a specific area. Okay. If I want to replace the content inside this area, I need to select the source because I need to replace the content from here. I can replace it by clicking and dragging anywhere inside the image, and the content will be replaced. Okay? Clear? Clear how I change the content here? Okay. The second option I have is changing from the source to destination. By using destination, what will happen? I can select any area inside the image and then drag it anywhere else to make a copy from the area I selected. Both of these options inside the batch tool. Okay. The next tool we are going to talk about inside the healing tools, content aware move tool. First of all, I need to deselect the last tool and then go back and select the content aware move tool. By using this tool, I can select an area and then drag to make a copy. If the position is okay with me, and then I can click on yes or enter, and this area will be moved from the previous location to the new position I specified. Okay, based on what? Based on my selection. Okay, for example, if I'm selecting this by using the content aware move tool, as I said, and then I moved it here. I click on done. Now you can see this object is moved from here to there. Clear? By using which tool? Content aware move tool. Okay. The last tool we have, red eye tools. If you remember previously, and sometimes this is happening with the old mobiles, when you take a picture on at night or with a flash, sometimes you can see that the eyes of the characters or the humans inside this image has a red dot in their eyes. There's some reflection in red. Have you saw this before? Yeah. To fix that, you can use the last tool inside the spot healing tool called red eye tool. But these days, the cameras doesn't do that. But you can use it by clicking on it and pressing on the red area inside the eye, and it will change it. Okay. As I said about the content aware move tool. Okay. You need to select it. It's inside the spot healing brush tool. You need to select the content aware brush tool. Then you can select any object inside your image and move it to anywhere you want. And then click on done. And it will be moved. Okay. Of course, when you move an object, still there's some fixing you need to do to make the movement of the object accurate. Keep that in your mind. Okay. Okay, try to use the content aware tool so we can move on. Okay, we talked about the tools inside the spot healing brush tool. Okay. Now we are going to the clone tool. By using the clone tool, we also can clone a specific area to another area by using the clone stamp tool. We can select any area we want. We can click and drag. Okay. It is similar to the healing brush tool, but the difference here, the clone doesn't have a replace. Folks, the normal way to use it works to copy details inside a specific area and put it inside the area you are selecting now. Okay. Also, inside the clone, we have another tool called pattern stamp tool. Pattern add something like a texture or a new image to the content. For example, I can select water. I can increase the size to this brush. Now I can click and the content is replaced based on this image. I can select before I use it. I can change the mode, for example, screen, and then the content will be changed based on this image. Also, the color will be fixed based on the mode I selected. Okay. This tool is not used widely, but the clone stamp, yeah, it is used to copy content from an area to another. Okay. See. Okay. This is the clone tool. Okay, try them so we can continue. Okay. When we use for example, the selection tool to select a specific object or an item inside an image, and then we use the brush tool or the eraser to delete some items or to change the colors for some items. Or if we use the tools that we learned about them today, for example, the spot healing tool, the brush healing, the move content object aware move, or the clone. We used any of these tools. Some fixing will be needed after using any of these tools. Okay, for example, when we selected the house, it exists inside this image. After we select it and put it here inside this image, what we did, we used the smudge tool to manipulate the content here, the edges here, to make this house appear like it is a part of this image. Our enhancement usually is made, we enhance images for a specific purpose. Sometimes we enhance an image to produce it as a poster. Sometimes we are working on a studio, take a pictures for a wedding, for example. So we need to fix and enhance the images to make an attractive images. This will increase our customers. So it is very important to always think of enhancing the images or the real images. As I said, after we use one of the tools that I mentioned, it is important to know how to fix the details after using the previous tool. For example, we learn how to use the blur by using the smudge tool. By using the smudge tool, we can make any area blurry and not blur only. By using the smudge tool, actually, we're manipulating a specific area pixel. For example, if I am selecting the smudge tool here, you can see by clicking here, this area is not only blurred, the pixels are moved and manipulated. Okay, what about if I want to pixels inside this area to be the same, but I want to make only a blurring around the shapes or the elements exist? Of course, there's many tools we can use to enhance the content after using one of the previous tools. And we can use them not only after we, for example, select or eliminated a specific area, we can use them to fix or to enhance anything inside our image. Now we are not working on removing or eliminating something inside the content or replacing the content. Now we will work on enhancing some items inside the content, okay? And for this, we have 6 tools inside Adobe Photoshop we can use. Here inside the smudge tool, or inside the blur tool, actually, we have blur, we have sharpen, and we have smudge tool. Okay? Let me start with the blur. If I use the blur, you can see now the corners are become blurry and the pixels or the content, it's haven't manipulated at all. The pixels stay at the same location. This is by using the blur. As I said, if I want to make a blur with manipulating the pixels, I can use the smudge. See? So the blur effect, for example, I can zoom in and then I can choose the blur effect. I can reduce the size for the brush. I can reduce it more. And now I can use it wisely. It will be better for the shape, this shape, than the smudge tool. Because here, I don't want to replace or manipulate the content. I only want to make a blur or to add a blur to the corners, okay? But of course, you need to zoom in. Otherwise, you might get the whole object blurred. And this is something usually we don't want, okay? As you see, I use the blur, and don't forget about the smudge. Also, I have something called Sharpen. What Sharpen do for me? It increases the sharpness inside any area I select. Sharpness mean, what do we mean by sharpness? Sharpness means increase the difference between the colors inside a specific area I select. If you can see this area after I use the sharpen, some area are become dark red or dark blue or become darker by using the sharpness, okay? So this tool, if I want to use it, I need to use it also wisely. I can use it to this shape to make the colors appear see, I can increase the difference between the colors. I can use the sharpen, okay? This is about the first three tool. The second three tool, we have Dutch, we have burn, we have sponge. Dutch and burn, the Dutch turn the pixels inside the selected area to white, and the pen change them to black. The sponge decrease the saturation. So we have three the tool, Dutch, pen, and the sponge. The first one turn the pixel to white, the second one to black, the third one decrease the saturation. To understand them more, I'm going to try to use them, okay? For example, now I'm selecting the first tool. I can use it to increase the brightness inside for any object exists. If I keep clicking and using this tool, what will happen? See, now the content become what? Become white. Okay, let me try the burn on this area, for example. This area became what? The third one, as I said, it decreased the saturation. So the colors will be on a gray scale. Sometimes I use the sponge to decrease a specific color inside an image. For example, sometimes I have, like here, the grace is too green. I can reduce the green level by using this tool. Or I can use the Dutch tool by make a specific area brighter. or I can use the pen by add some shadow or make the object appear that it has some shadow by using the pen. Okay. For example, now I am selecting the pen. I can click here. See, I can use it to increase the shadow in a specific area. Also, I can use the touch to increase the brightness in the white or the area that has more light. So you can see now I have a clear difference between this area and this area. Okay. By using what? As I said, we have 6 tools, 3 of them, the first 3 to add blur to the edges, smudge to make a blur with some manipulation to the pixel, sharpness increase the difference between the color, and we have the other 3, touch, burn, and sponge. The first one increase the pixels until white. The second one until black. The third one decrease the saturation for the colors inside the selected area. Questions? Of course, all of these tools, you can use them after making any selection. For example, I can select a specific area, then of course I can use these tools. For example, if I want to add a blur to this area, based on the selection, I can work based on the selection, or I can work without selection. Okay, see? Now this area is a blur. Okay,